Well, hi guys, welcome back to the show. The toy is built, it's on the wall, it's looking cool. Let's talk about it. Okay guys, so now that you know, I want to say this video is brought to you by DIY-FAB, as they have sponsored all of the cool lighting going on in this computer, fans, and so on. They sent them in for this build for me to be cool. So not just cool, but cooler. So check out ezdiy-FAB. I'll leave a link to the fans I'm using here in this build and a link to them, period, in case you want to check them out. They make some really cool gear. So please check out ezdiy-FAB and get some cool in your cool. I'd like to go over a few things before I show you the results of the benchmarks or the cooling temperatures. I want you to keep one thing in mind. The bench that I normally do all my testing on, which is the Be Quiet test bench, is a 2600X Ryzen under the hood. This is a 2600 non-X. So when we look at scores, let's just omit them because the scores are not going to be fair anyway. This can't compete with an X, we know that. I did no overclocking on either, so this is just straight up performance. So you can see some differences between an X and a non-X. That's one benefit of these charts. But the other thing that I want to show is this is a custom AIO. It is a Phanteks water block. Other than that, it's all literally generic, no name. It was just stuff that I could buy as cheap as possible because custom water cooling can be very expensive. And I'll leave links to the stuff that I used in this down below, just in case you want to do it on the, I'll say semi-cheap, but you are going to need a proper water block. And unfortunately, the water block can hit you some good money. So on the charts, I called it a Phanteks AIO. As the Phanteks, the water block is everything. After that, cooling it down is the job of the radiator and the fans, and it's just a matter of making the proper static pressure. And radiators are pretty, I'm going to say pretty much radiators. I do know there are higher end radiators out there. Please don't smash me in the comments below. I know that radiators can make a difference. I made sure they were 12 port or 12 pipe or whatever they call it. I'm not a big thing on the radiator thing right now, but as I start building more and more custom AIOs, we'll get into that. So we're running a B450 Aurorus Wi-Fi Pro motherboard. The reason why I picked that was that I wanted the proper Wi-Fi out here, as you can see up here, and it's an ITX board. Keep that in mind, ITX. So here's my Wi-Fi. I have Bluetooth 5.0, and I have everything I need doing this build. And as far as wireless keyboard goes, because it's now on the wall, I'm using a Logitech K400. In all these tests, I ran the typical tests that I would run on any other AIO on the custom water cooler. So here's the results. Now, as you guys can see, those results were insane. Custom water cooling versus AIO, in my opinion, no competition. The competition is completely blown out of the water. Custom AIO all the way. So in the future, yeah, I will be playing with AIOs, of course, because I want to review them for you guys. And there's some great AIOs out there, and they are a lot cheaper in most cases. In this case, custom water cooling is not only cool, but it's cool. So guys, I hope you liked this video. Please comment down below, or have you ever tried a custom AIO? What do you think of this? And what do you think of my new wall game room computer? Yes, you're seeing a little bit of sneak peek of the new game room. Still under a little bit of cleaning and a little bit of tweaking. I know it's taking forever, but unfortunately, guys, when you're in my situation, you have pain and other things, you just can't get at it as much as you want to. But anyway, that's besides the point. This is all about this. Till next time, guys, it's game over.